What is going on, everybody outside of the YouTube world? It is I, your Conquistadork Javier, and we are live with the mightiest panel of them all. I am hanging out with Hialeah Comic Bro. What's going on, man?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Silver Age Sundays with the crew. Glad to be here.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Glad to be here, man. Awesome. Awesome people here with us today.
We also got Jeff Comic 813. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys?
We also have hanging out with us Mr. Boatwright.
What's going on? How's it going, everybody? Glad to be here.
Hey. And Steve, looking a little down, but he's still with us, man.
Steve's good.
Down but not out.
Steve.
And a very special guest with us today, Robert, the comic book G-Spot himself. What's going on, man?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Heck yeah. And we'll kick off the show and show off our first book here of our haul of our Silver Age Sunday.
Just pulling them out.
Just pulling them out. Pull out the guns.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert's pulling out two right here.
I'm the same
one. Very nice.
Very nice. I'll go through everybody right here. I got my Kingsman Red Diamond. I picked this up. This came in the mail yesterday. What you got over there, Hialeah?
It's Fantastic 474. It's a Kirby Silver Surfer Galactus. And this dude right here, this green guy, he's named actually the Punisher.
Nice.
Whoa, that's awesome.
So go figure that. And I got this week. I got it from my comic shop. Very nice. It's probably like a 6.0, so I'm very happy with it. It just pops.
That's awesome, man. I love the space backgrounds.
Oh,
I love how Galactus is just like standing out in space. That looks really, really cool.
Classic, bro. Classic.
Jim, man, Boatwright, what you got over there?
Well, this was I didn't pick anything up this week because I had to fix my car. My car was broke down, so I didn't get anything this week. So I haven't been able to show this on video yet. I've only posted pictures on Instagram, but it's A-OK from Jeff Comics 813, man. Thank you again, buddy. Love it.
I knew you were looking for it, man. So I found it out. I knew my shop had it. So like for a deal, I got it for a deal. We got it for a pretty good deal, so couldn't beat it. It had to find a good home. It was at the shop for a long while.
I think Steve has something to do with that one too, though.
It's at a good home.
Steve too. Yeah.
And that's number one, right?
Yes, it is.
That's awesome, man. I have the number 2 right here. I'll show it off a little bit.
That'll be the next one on my list.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a color wear over here, but you know, it's a reader's copy. I actually read it the other day and it was actually really cool.
It's awesome. It doesn't matter. It's freaking awesome.
And Robert, the comic G-Spot, man, what you got, man?
This is really cool. I got this at a LCS called Claremont Comics, and I've been looking for this issue. It's issue 25 of Submariner. It's his origin story. I don't like collecting keys, but if you're going to collect a key, this would be the one you'd want to get of Submariner, especially if you don't have the first one. This is a great in your guys' collection for later on. If they ever made a movie, I think this would be the one.
They got to start with his origin, right?
Yep, exactly. And this is a one. It's really good. I got a really good deal on these from that gentleman at Claremont Comics in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So,
nice. And those are 15 centers, right?
15 centers, yep.
So that's some Silver Age spec value right there.
Yep.
Kicking off the Silver Age Sunday show.
And they're like barely any damage at all on them. They're beautiful books.
Definitely an affordable kind of minor key going on right now.
Exactly.
Submariner's definitely getting some spec value. I know Hialeah will be showing off some of that later on in the show.
I got a few.
Steve, I don't know if your connection's all right. I don't know if you'd like to show off your book.
I've got. I don't know if you can see it.
I know I can see it's a tale of suspense. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I think once the camera gets on it,
Oh yeah.
Colossus lives again.
What number is that, Steve?
That's a 10 center right there, man.
Yeah, love that.
It's like one of those monster ones.
Yes,
It's like the
beautiful.
the pre monster ones for all the villains that are in the MCU now. This one's a pretty decent shape, not too bad. Probably about a 3, maybe.
Beautiful.
Pretty good.
Beautiful copy, man.
That's like an early 60s book, am I correct?
Yeah, it's like 60, I think 61, maybe.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's old.
Yeah, that is.
That's almost like a 60-year-old book you have in your hand. That's nuts.
Yeah, I got a few of the old ones. I got a few slabbed up.
That is nuts, bro.
Is that you're trying to get some of those pre-monster books?
I always loved them pre-monster books, boy. I got a few of them. They're expensive,
Nice.
though. Them suckers costing money.
That's like right on the cusp of Golden Age, Silver Age.
Yeah, it's like right at the end of Golden Age.
And just to shout out the Conquistador comic book chat a little bit, we got Just a Rican in his comics. We also got Taylor in the house. What's going on, Taylor? Stay Puff, 1983. What's going on, Sean? Sean, thanks for hanging out. And of course, Hialeah Comic Bro holding it down. Jeff.
Just saying
That's the next one we got to show.
Jeff, like to kick it off to you. You can show off your book, and then go right into your little Vampy segment that we have planned out.
Well, pretty much, I'm gonna teach you guys something about Vampy that you guys didn't know. She was created by Forrest J. Ackerman, Greg Frazetta, Tom Sutton, R.T. Goodwin, and Trina Robbins. One thing about Trina Robbins is Greg Frazetta and Trina Robbins worked together to create her outfit, create her little bikini that she has. And the bikini idea came in September of 1969, and the first issue released in July 17th, 1969. And 3 publishers has owned her. So it's Warren Comics that owned her. Warren, Dynamite, and all right, damn it, I can't remember the last one.
I think it was Harris.
Harris?
Yeah, Harris Comics. So those are the 3 publishers that owned her. And then from Warren Comics, you guys didn't know, Neil Adams actually inked some of her interiors.
Nice.
Inked issue 44, inked issue 19 and issue 10, and the annual 1972. That's what she inked. That's what Neil Adams inked. So if you ever find any of those Vampies, you can always get Neil Adams to sign them because he actually inside of them. And then we have another thing you guys probably didn't know. Vampy actually has a movie from 1996. It's a little corny,
That's cool.
but it's just a little corny.
Still cool.
But
Yeah, I want to check it out.
it's still cool. And then the actress that played her was not Trina.
Let me see if I can find it.
Breathe, brother, breathe.
I got it. Yeah.
Talisa Soto.
Talisa Soto, that's what it was. Talisa
That's
Soto. And then quick little side note. Vampirella movie was actually Forrest J. Ackerman actually wrote the screenplay, and he's actually in the movie. Forrest J. Ackerman is actually in the movie. He's actually in the nightclub. There's a nightclub scene in it. He's an unknown person in the nightclub, so keep an eye out if you ever watch the movie.
That's pretty cool, little cameo.
Yeah, so keep an eye out. And then the only surviving member of the creative team is Trina Robbins. Trina Robbins is the only one that's still alive. Everybody else is passed away. And except for Neil Adams, but I don't really count him because he wasn't the first, he wasn't the team member that actually created him. Has she ever crossed over in DC or Marvel? She has never crossed over with DC or Marvel, but she's crossed over with Lady Death. She's crossed over with Dawn twice.
Yeah.
Is that something that? Well, I mean, you don't really read DC or Marvel. Would that be something you'd be interested in seeing?
Yeah, I would be interested to see like her crossed over with Zatanna.
That'd be cool.
Justice League Dark. I would like to see her cross over with Justice League Dark. That would be kind of cool. I would like to see her interact with Constantine. That's who I would like to see her interact with.
Awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting.
A little bit of Vampy right here.
And then for
who did that? That was really nice.
I'm not sure who did this one. I think this is Jenny Frison.
I think yes, Frison did that one. Frison did that cover.
It's really pretty. I like her eyes.
That is a really nice.
Frison did that one. Frison did that one. And then I know Hialeah's favorite cover and a lot of people's favorite one is this one here. One of mine favorites too. So
yeah.
Javi can bring it up. Probably.
You have the signed copy. Yeah, I'll bring it up over here.
That's a signed copy.
I have the signed copy. Yep.
That's my favorite.
That's really cool.
Yep. There's two versions of it. There's actually one with roses on it. There's one with just the plain.
I've seen the
plain one.
Like the roses one. It's really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
you said she has how many books?
How many books that she's appeared in?
Yeah.
All right. Let's have the chat guess how many she's appeared in and see who gets closest. I'm just messing. She's appeared in.
You kind of told us the answer.
She's appeared in 684 issues. She's appeared in 684 issues. Frank Cho cover. And then she's died in 5. She's died in 5 issues. She's died in 5. Another Frank Cho cover.
That's Frank Cho, right?
And then some writers that I like. That's Cho. Some writers that Grant Morrison's actually wrote her. Grant Morrison. Warren Ellis is actually wrote her. Mark Millar's actually wrote her, and Alan Moore's actually wrote her, and Colin Bunn's actually wrote her. But Colin Bunn wrote her for Vampirella versus the Reanimator, and I thought it was a really good issue. I thought it was really good. And then the newer run, I'm not liking so much of the new writer, and it's the new writer is what is it? It's the new issue was a little wonky for me, but I didn't really enjoy it. That cover is really nice, but it was a little wonky for me. And I even got the Art Gym cover too. It's over there in the corner.
Nice.
I can't believe
Art Gym is always good.
I can't believe there's a Vampirella cover that Jeff doesn't like. That's crazy. That's mind blowing right now.
No, it's a story.
But
the story.
Yeah, because there ain't a little cover that you don't like, Jeff.
But that cover
is a little itchy.
Show that cover one more time, Jeff. That cover there, right there, Hialeah, is really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
it's hard to see, but like her tongue is sticking out, and that's a really cool cover. A good piece of artwork.
That looks like a Creep. Like remember Creep magazine? It looks like one of those covers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
We also got some new members in the Conquistadork comic book chat. We got Life with 2 YouTubers. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out. And of course, Chad.
He was with us last night.
Chad, 90 MF Comics. YouTube is 90. What's going on, brother?
Yep.
YouTube is 90.
Robert, man, you had some stuff you wanted to show off.
Well, there was a few books that I'm going to send to CGC. My box keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know how expensive it is to. You want to do it in big quantities rather than like 10 at a time if you can.
Yeah, Hialeah knows about sending some stuff out to CGC.
I'm doing some silver, and I've got a whole stack of gold books that I'm going to do.
Wow.
One of the ones is from there's a name for these books, but this is a 1946. This is an original. The cover on this is absolutely beautiful. Story in it is actually really good, but it's Famous Fantasies. The skull cover on this is
That's Golden Age.
This is Golden Age.
Wow. That is,
Congrats to you, bro.
I've got a lot of these. I also have some of the old
1946.
Prime, 1946. You can see on the side there.
Yeah.
But it's a very decent, really nice copy. But you'll notice the faces. It's all body, like people on the skulls. It's really cool.
Right. It's like almost like an optical illusion.
And even the bottom down here, look at this. My favorite, Bram Stoker. Secret.
Wow.
Game. See that? And the writing in these books were really, really fun. And that's one.
What grade do you think that's going to come back at? What do you
If I send it, this, unfortunately, if I had this, I could get this probably pressed and it'd be good. And that's about all I can really do to it because I think because it's so old. These are these old glue bounds. There's no staples.
Right.
When I'm not taking it out because I have to have my gloves.
No, don't.
I won't. But I get it pressed and see what the presser will say because I get all my books pressed, and if they need to be cleaned, I'm going to show you a couple of those that I had cleaned and pressed, and no problem. I'm going to say, if I look at this now, maybe a 5, 4 or 5, because I know that CGC and a couple of the other ones, when it comes to the old golden books, they actually give a tiny bit of leeway on certain imperfections on the books because of their age.
Mm-hmm.
That book is crazy.
Yeah, man. I've never even seen anything like that.
I have lots of these. I have a lot of like crime story ones. A bunch of other ones are really cool.
Chad's saying, "Do it. Open it up." I think he's saying,
No, man, I'd be nervous.
I have you know me and my
I'll be nervous too.
my vampires. Right?
"Oh, well, I think we'll tell a story about that later."
Yeah.
Cool.
If Steve's willing.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm saying if Steve wants to tell his story, I don't know if Steve wants to
No,
share.
don't put Steve out like that, man.
My I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Hear. I got a bad connection.
Ah,
I'm either y'all can let Chad jump in. I can't hear anything.
Oh man.
Hey, man, show off one more book.
yes, please, Steve.
Show
I'll join y'all in the chat.
Show some more books.
Steve,
Show-
show a book.
Yeah, because
Show a book.
everything's laggy and I
One
can't
more
hear
book.
anything.
That's
I
all
don't know
right,
if y'all
buddy.
can even hear me.
If you can
One
hear us.
book.
All right, guys, have fun.
All right, man.
Steve, show a book.
See you, Steve.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah.
I'll let
Yeah, man. The more people that's in here, it's yeah. But no, Robert, continue, man.
Yeah, man. Show some more books, Robert. What else you sending?
That was a crazy golden age
Nuts.
stunner that you had right there.
Now on my I'm a big vampire collector. My favorite anti-hero is Morbius. Now, back in October, I bought 12 copies of this book.
Oh yeah.
It's a black cover. Now, I sent 6 of the best copies I had out of these to my presser and cleaner. And literally, the ink on these books, I don't know what they're using for the new Marvel books, but the ink literally rubbed off on a couple of the other ones that I had. But this is going to be at least a 9.98. I keep these all with cardboard on both sides before I send them out.
Yeah.
So, but that's one. Love the cover of Morbius on this cover. And then
That's awesome.
first mini run, I have 3 copies of this. This is really hard to track down in minty fresh condition.
That's Gil Kane, right? Is that Gil Kane?
Gil Kane, yep.
Yeah.
And this is his first Morbius series in Adventure into Fear.
Yeah.
It goes from issue 20 to issue 31.
That's a beautiful cover, man.
Yeah, this was great.
If you can't get his first appearance, that's the next best book to get.
Right, exactly. Because his first appearance is Amazing Spider-Man 101.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, beautiful. That's another one I was getting pressed.
That's awesome.
And This is one I've had on hold for a while now. This is some AMC love here, some Amazing Spider-Man. I had 4 of these in my collection, and the other 2 they didn't have right here.
Oh yes, nice.
I've had both of these pressed and cleaned. They have all the tattoos.
Awesome.
That's cool.
So
That's always a plus.
that's the hardest part, because the other 2 I had did not have the tattoos inside of it. I wanted a book that had his full contact. So these will definitely be getting graded. These will probably come back. I'm going to say like a 9.1, maybe more.
9.2.
Yeah, at least. But yeah,
I said 9. It's Hialeah says 9.1. I said 9.3.
I didn't say 9.1. Me and Chad actually, we went hunting the other day and we saw an issue of that and we were looking at it.
A 9.1. I saw a 10.0 once. You see some 10.0s every now and then.
and of course, who doesn't like a little Secret Wars?
Oh yes, some amazing Spider-Man black suit symbiote action.
Another book that I had cleaned and pressed. This was it had a lot of dirt down here, and my cleaner really cleaned it up nice.
Nice.
Nice, flat. Probably, I always go a little bit lower than when I know what they're going to be. This would definitely be like a 9.1, right around there. So if it comes back a 9.5 or whatever, I'll be happy, But yeah. All right, go ahead, guys. I don't want to hog up all your time. It's
all right. Hey,
I've got some more gold and stuff like that. So
we have a Big that joined into the chat. He says, "Sweet books, G-Man. If you want to show off that 1946 stunner that you showed off earlier for him."
Yeah.
Look at that, man. Famous Fantastic Mysteries with that awesome skull cover.
Dude, that is so badass.
And it's a thick book. That's a thick old book.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's thick, man.
Yeah.
But definitely having CGC graded. I've got a bunch of different ones of this that are really cool covers, really cool art, and the story in them. Actually, if you read them, they're really good for the time they did. This is during the war and stuff. This stuff was great.
Well, yeah, you showed off Bram Stoker was
right down the bottom.
Robert, have you looked that book up on eBay?
Actually, no, I haven't, but I have seen some on there that are going for like $320.
That's what I wanted to know. I have no idea what something like that would go for. That's that ballpark.
I'll be perfectly honest. Even if it's worth $10, I don't care. It's still cool. I like it. I'm a skull collector and I like the stories in it. So if I can preserve it for another 50 years, that'd be great.
No, it's just I don't know what those books. I have no ball.
They're all.
I haven't jumped into that rabbit hole, man. I don't want to. I'm scared.
I have a whole box on the floor of a lot of gold and other stuff. But
wow.
We'll see. We'll see if. What about you, Jim? You have anything you want to show off? Anything you want to
share? Pretty much the only thing I really have to show off. Hialeah has it. He has that great ale.
Oh yeah, look, this is Boats. It's right here. What up? It's right here. I'll probably be sending it out tomorrow.
I love that.
Oh man,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Here, let me.
Yeah, and then the funniest thing, I sent it to eBay auction about that book too.
Yeah.
Great story, everybody.
That is some Jack Kirby goodness. That is I believe he does the story and the art.
Yeah. It'll be going out hopefully tomorrow.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he did up to issue 18 in that, or am I thinking of Mr. Miracle? I don't know how far he went in that.
I know he didn't do the whole run. That's for sure. But I don't know what number he did it.
I think he might have done the whole thing.
No, I don't. I'm not. He didn't. I'm pretty sure on that, but
I don't know.
A lot of it. I know it went downhill after he left. It wasn't the.
I'm trying to actually pick up some. So I've been, I guess, becoming more of a, serious collector, going out more like Silver Age, Golden Age books, things like that nature, more keys and things like that. But obviously, still things that I like. So I haven't really done this in a while, but I've actually started to come up with a list. And we all know the infamous list that everybody talks about. And you start compiling a book, you know, a list of books that are like kind of personal grails, and then grails that are just commonly known in the community. But I've been getting into a lot of Jack Kirby, Fourth World, for, you know, that whole dark side kind of Jack Kirby series that he did. So I've been looking at a lot of Superman pal Jimmy Olsen, which is actually like the first cameo appearances and first appearances of Darkseid and things like that.
Those are good. Those are really good.
And that's Neil Adams. What is it? 134?
Yeah, like 133, 134. Yeah. And I actually want to pick them up. I would love to have readers' copies, man. I actually want to read them and just dive myself into that knowledge. Just like whatever Jack Kirby was thinking during those days must have been something crazy, man. But those stories are really interesting to me right now. So I've been making those lists. The whole Mr. Miracle run I'm trying to pick up.
Well, you talked about that Mr. Miracle #2, and I love the story just from what you said the other night. And
yeah, just crazy, man.
Yeah, I want to read that shit.
Just the appearances of Big Barda, Granny Goodness.
It's just great names, right? Just
yeah.
The names that he picked were freaking great, man. I love it. They're campy, but not too campy. They just sound awesome. Granny Goodness, what a awesome.
Just sounds evil.
Yeah, it just sounds evil because it's
I
like
love that Forever People one. What issue is that again?
This is number 3 right here.
Robert. Oh, the only other person on this panel that might know this is you. You remember Witchy Poo?
Oh my god,
Witchy Poo.
Yeah.
You remember that? What was that? HR Puff and Stuff.
Yes.
HR Puff and Stuff, bro.
When I bring that story up about HR Puff and Stuff, and I tell the younger generation about that, they're like, "What were they smoking when they?"
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
you gotta show your kids that. You gotta look up HR Puff and Stuff, the Magic Flute, Witchy Poo, bro. Classic stuff, bro. I love that stuff. I grew up on it, man. It was just great stuff.
Frigman the Sea Monster.
I love Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, bro. Space Nuts. What about Space Nuts?
Whoa, that's another level.
Okay, we're showing our age. Back to comics.
I'm going to show you some more age. I got some more goodness for you guys if you want to see it.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I actually did I've been slowly, this whole year, I've been like reorganizing my collection and really scaling down a lot of stuff and really going through it. And I've been going through a lot of my Golden Age stuff, and I don't know a lot of history about the Golden Age, but I collect it. If I like it, I'm going to buy it, and I will read it. But
yeah,
I've been doing my homework slowly on some of these because some of these covers I really like. I like the horror. I like some of the really out there, very different stuff. But here's a Golden. This was published in May of 1952, September 1954. They had 9 issues. Wow. It was 1 through 9, and it was Fantastic Fears. And I have the second issue from 1953, July 1st.
Wow.
Here we go.
Oh,
some gold for you.
Look
at
a
little crease.
Wow.
Little crease here. Right. I'm trying to show. It's hard.
You know, Robert, man, that's allowed a crease. That's allowed a few creases, man. That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then I've got it in a plastic. It's a hardback on here, so you can see the back.
Oh my goodness!
But
what year was that?
This is 1953. July. It came out July 1st, 1953, and it's the second issue. So the first one, it was by Ajax Farrell, and that was who it was published by, and it ran from May to September. I think, May through September. And it only had 9 different issues for it. I've seen the other ones, and they're really, really neat. But look at that. I mean, for the time. And notice one thing. There's no barcode. There's no comic book what do they call it? The little
Authority.
cheat sheet.
Authority.
There you go. I'll go to this one. So everybody knows about the whole history behind it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a pre-code, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah. That little symbol right there.
Yeah, the comics approval code or whatever.
Before that came in, what a dumb thing. I mean,
Yeah, they couldn't like really show blood or
no, or it couldn't show.
curse
That's
or anything.
the other thing. That's why I get so fascinated when it comes to like they couldn't show zombies or
Yeah, zombies was a big topic. Yeah.
what was it?
Yeah, like zombies and like the living dead and things
Yeah,
like
and
that.
that's what-
Reanimation.
that's like Morbius, the living vampire. They called it the living vampire. I'm like, really?
Right. Hey, but they had to do something, you know, they had to
They
put their
did.
own creative spin.
Yep.
So that was I really like the gypsy, like the colors on the one character. And then you can see how the female character is like taking off
Yes.
her
The
mask.
mask, right? Isn't that badass?
That's
That's
awesome.
cool.
What does it say on there? What does it say? What is she saying?
Yeah, what's in the bubble, Robert? What's in the? What?
Can you
Just
see it?
it's kind of hard. Come
Come
on
now, dearest. This is not really a surprise. You were expecting me, weren't you? Oh, I could have done that in
There's a
I
company.
could have done that in a better voice.
Company is right
I
there.
don't know, but it looks like he wasn't expecting her.
Yeah.
Some
Good
old
stuff, Robert.
witchy woman voice.
Witchy poo, witchy poo. You got to do a witchy poo voice.
That's on you.
Just want to give out a shout out to Thomas Wayne in the Conquistadork comic book chat. What's going on, Thomas Wayne? Thanks for hanging out. Flash pointing his way in.
You guys have anything more to show? Because I have a few more golds if you want to see them.
I can show my Submariners. I got
Yeah,
a
please. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah, show off those
I
submarines.
got a story to tell, a heartbreaking story that I got with this, and it's really the first two are live and learn, and you do some silly stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah.
All right, this is Submariner number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I've had this with us like probably I was 10, so 40 years I've had it.
Wow. Wow.
Was that an inheritance or like?
I got it from a friend of mine, man. I got it from a friend, and I got this one too. Now,
Oh man, that one's so clean.
okay,
Number 8.
hey, super clean, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I trimmed them.
Oh no! It's got some sentimental value.
It does. You know, I still love them,
Yeah.
but they had the marble chipping. When I was like 15, I didn't know what marble chipping was.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let me take this off. It'll make them look nicer. And there you go. They're both trimmed.
Hey man, it's still, you still have them in your
I
collection
still love
though,
'em.
you know.
I still love them.
So explain what the trim is. Explain to anybody that might not know.
Okay, on these books, it's the 60s Silver Age. They get like a chipping where the paper kind of breaks and
Right, it kind of overlaps and goes
overlaps
over.
and breaks. And you could almost tell where I cut it because you see how that little corner goes up? And I just trimmed it. I forget what I used. It's been forever that I did it, but you know.
So let me ask you, Hialeah, if you take that and get it graded, would they classify that as a?
Yeah, of course, and that's why I would never get them graded. But
Yeah.
but they're super clean. There's practically no nicks. I've had them for like since I was 10.
I'm sure you can still. I mean, if I doubt you ever will, but if you were thinking about it, you could probably still sell them for.
Oh no, they're beautiful. They're
Yeah.
beautiful inside. Yeah, but yeah, no, I wouldn't sell. So
And that was number 8 and number. Oh, that's another.
two.
Oh, that one's awesome. See,
Yeah,
I
this one's not trimmed. I didn't touch
look
this.
at the work. Look
Yeah.
at the artwork for back. I mean, look what he was doing. I mean, awesome.
Just look at the colors, man. How they pop.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
No, for real. That's
Crazy.
pretty awesome. I've never seen that cover, and that cover kind of makes me want to pick up Submariner,
Yeah, this is the first tiger shark. It's number 5.
or at least that cover. I love the lady, like the lady in distress.
I do too, Javi. Yeah, I like them too.
We know you do, Jeff. But, that's needless to say. You didn't even, that's a given, son. The issue that comes after this, it's him with Submariner on the front, like struggling.
Right.
Beautiful copy too. I need to get that one, but it's beautiful books. And my last one is this one. It's a little higher up. It's number 98.
Now that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's issue 98. So when did that come out? What was
This is old. This is Tales to Astonish. This isn't actually Submariner.
No, I know that. I see that.
Precursor to this.
It's a precursor of it.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
Beautiful. Show it again, bud. Let's see it.
Yeah, I just love the whole blue cover. You don't see that
Yeah.
too often.
No. Beautiful.
Yeah, man. Pretty badass.
Is that the Empire State Building?
I don't know. My guess this is Buscema. I'm not sure. It looks like he's underwater, but not underwater, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. December 1967.
Very nice.
That's
Crazy.
what it is.
Great. I think it's Buscema.
Busama?
I believe so. What does it say, Javi?
For a cover artist,
Yeah.
it says Dan Adkins and
There you
Sam
go.
Rosen.
There you go. I stand corrected.
All good. All good.
I got one more book for the end, so that's it for me now.
Okay. We got some bangers.
How about you, Boatwright? You got anything, bud?
Boat, how the kids doing, man?
Yes. How are the kids? What are they
Going
doing?
good. Going great right now.
Yeah.
They have their moments.
I have to say, I love the video or the picture you showed of your son with the gray Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
The smile on his face was so cool.
I've told Boat this a few times, man. His videos just bring me pure, straight joy, man. Just pure joy every time he puts out a video, man.
You
Is
guys
there-
are gonna.
Seeing your interaction with the kids, I just love it, man.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get a kick out of my next video. I'm gonna. I talked to you, Hialeah, about it at Tampa Comic Con, and I actually just now got around to start hammer down and start knocking some stuff out of it. But it's for John's Comics giveaway, 700 subscriber giveaway. And man, if I don't win, I'm gonna call it rigged.
Hey, man, you heard it here first.
Just going over and watching them over and over again, I'm still adding to the video, and it's just a smile to my face. It's
It's awesome because your channel do a lot of the same stuff. You know, he's got him with the girls and stuff on Saturdays. So I'll be voting. My vote counts. He's taking votes. I'll vote. You know, you got my vote.
Yeah. You got my
Yeah,
vote.
you got my vote, man.
Mine?
You're the East Coast John's Comics for Kids, pretty much. You're the East Coast. He's the West Coast.
We got to keep it on the East Coast a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. All over.
Yeah.
All the different time frames.
Has there been anything that you've been working on? Any new prints or drawings that you've been working on, or something that you want to start?
Yeah, you got anything to show up? I'd love to see it.
Yeah, actually, I started my last commission. I was doing a commission for Steve Whiting, one of the guys he works with.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I finally started the last commission piece the other night. I penciled it out, and I just laid down some ink for it today. And probably later tonight or whatever, I'm going to color it. But this is what I got so far.
Oh,
I made Jim laugh though because I said it looked like Steve.
damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So once I add the color, it's obviously going to look a little better than just the straight lines and stuff right now. I got a shadow and all that good jazz.
Hey, is that Steve's friend that has the Hulk truck?
I don't know. He's the same guy that got the Planet Hulk and the other Hulk that I did.
Yeah, I met that guy. I met that guy at MegaCon.
Oh, really?
He has a pickup truck, like in the whole Hulk motif, like the green rims, it's purple, and the guy's a fanatic, man. He's gonna love that.
Yo, yeah, that's awesome, man. Superman or Hulk choking out Superman.
Oh my God.
Actually snapping his neck.
Oh, that's what it is.
He specifically wanted Hulk snapping Superman's neck. So
Yeah, it was a little bit more gangster than just choking him out. Huh?
Yeah, right.
snap.
Snap.
Yeah, I
But yeah.
told Jim it looked like Steve. The Hulk looked like Steve. I told Jim that.
Yeah, Steve inspired it.
In my mind,
Yeah.
seen it. That was pretty cool.
But yeah,
That's
once I get done with that one, then I'm gonna be taking a break on commissions because dude, I've been getting commissions. Steve's been bringing me all kinds of business, but I'm starting to get overwhelmed a little bit.
Sure.
So once I get done with it, I want to kind of slow down and then just start working on like AOKs and stuff and try to get stuff out to the community.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Awesome.
That way I don't have a deadline where I've like I'm under pressure with this one because he technically already paid for it back in when we went to Tampa Comic Con.
Yeah.
I got a Boatwright original. Dude, I love this, man.
That's awesome.
Dude, this
Looks
is
like Hialeah too. That's what's funny.
dude.
That's awesome.
T on there, yeah.
This was me last night, bro, watching the Canes game. This was me last night.
Oh, man. We don't. Let's not talk about that.
No, let's not talk about it.
Nope.
I want to forget about it a little bit.
I love
We
you,
got-
man. I love you. I love you, buddy.
Boatwright, was that that was a sketch comic that you were doing that on?
Yeah, I'm doing it on a Immortal Hulk blank. And that's actually the second time that I've drawn it because the first time it was on an older blank variant.
Mhm.
And I'd recently found out from watching Todd Knock, another comic artist I like to watch and like some of his work. And he had mentioned in the video, and I didn't put two and two together until after the damage was done. But on older blank variants from 2014 and older, they don't work good with those alcohol markers at all.
Yeah.
They just gum up. They just make a mess, and so I pretty much grab that one. I pretty much drew another one, and it turned out crap. So I called Steve and said, no, the comic, and said, man, I can't give him this. This is crap. I got to start over.
Yeah.
So now I know not to do any more pictures on older blank variants. Which I changed up the Hulk face. I went,
Yeah.
but it looks like crap.
I mean,
That looks like Hialeah though.
It's not a Hialeah.
Jeff, everybody looks like Hialeah too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so whoa, I mean, hey, I'm pretty impressed by that. So if that's not
Yeah,
up
I
to your
am too.
standards, like, hey, I can only imagine what the
Yeah.
final piece is gonna look like because
Yeah.
wow, that
I
is,
think the new drawing is a lot better.
and you can keep that in your little like prototype collection, you know, like when you're just going through your stuff and you're just like, oh man,
Yeah, because I didn't even want to show it off. It looks, I'm so ashamed of it, basically.
well,
Hey,
yeah,
you wanna see something I drew? You want to see something I drew? Okay. So like 2 weeks ago, I was on Boy Who Had Seven, the Friday night fights, right?
okay,
And I was going through my collection, and I was thinking of the topics, and I go, man, I don't own one Liefeld book.
you
Right.
don't own any?
I don't own. I don't. No. I'm anti Liefeld. Anyway,
In any
I don't
X
know.
Force?
I don't even have one. I don't have nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Nada.
You ain't missing much.
Yeah.
You ain't
So,
missing much.
so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go buy one, just in case. So I'm gonna just draw one.
Oh,
I did
okay.
this, like I did this super fast. It was like 5 minutes, man. I did it super fast. But that's my
No feet. Hey, no feet.
no feet. That's my Liefeld
That's spot on, man.
original.
That's really cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Luckily, the topic didn't come up. Bake still came up big. Bake's the champ, dude. Bake's kicking butt in that show. But congrats to you, Bake, man. The other night it was awesome. I don't know if you're still here, man, but you rocked it, dude.
Yeah, give me a second here. I wanted to pull this up.
You got the original one?
I got a little funny picture. I don't.
That's Little Boats. That's when he gets the biggest kick out of that picture of Liefeld's, that Captain America.
Dude, it's
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah. Does he? But I think he has some though, doesn't he? Little Boat.
I think he does. You have that one?
Yeah, dude, that's it right there, man.
What is up?
I think he does have an issue with the Captain, just not the number one.
Show off yours, Hialeah.
This is a definite trash. That's a trash, bro. Straight up trash.
Yeah, trash.
That's funny. That's funny.
Wow.
And that's one thing I never understood. Like,
Oh,
how do they keep giving him work when it's just it's basically ridiculed over the
It's a
whole
name. I don't know.
community.
You know what it is, Boat? He's regressed instead of progressed in his work, man.
Exactly. John Romita Jr. is the same way.
Same
It's
way
like-
they haven't gone forward, man.
Lazy, and
Well,
it's a shame. I don't
Okay,
understand
so-
why they keep getting work. I just don't.
Because they got big names, man. They got big names.
I know Liefeld, he's riding on the Deadpool train for the rest of his life, and I
Okay.
think that's why he keeps getting work. But
You know what?
Check this out. Check this out.
In their day.
talking about. There we go.
Life failed.
What do you think?
I've noticed a lot of his characters, they never have top lips. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah. It's just the proportions are wrong, man. Look at how big that arm is, dude. It doesn't look normal.
They also,
Or
they also don't
Superman's
have
shoulders when he did the Superman cover.
Wow.
I don't have. I might have some Superman of his. I don't think so though.
Like you guys
Yeah,
talking
but
about
his,
how they
his Superman's shoulder.
how they
What was you saying, Bo? What was your daughter saying?
Frank Miller's another one.
he has no neck.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, a lot of them don't have necks
No
that he
neck.
draws too.
yeah.
That one and any of the characters, they don't have lips or necks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Wow.
He doesn't leave any space. He just has to cram more and more and more and more.
Look how big the chest is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Look how big the gun is. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look at this on the sides. He has to cram a character over there. He has two over here. It's just cramming. The whole cover has to be crammed. There's no back.
So you don't have to look at their feet. That's what it is, man. He's putting more stuff so you don't have to look at their feet.
Yeah. His feet, man.
You can't
We'll-
draw feet,
we'll-
man. You can't
We'll
draw
move
it
on
down.
from the,
Yeah,
from the
let's
live
move on.
video.
Tommy. Let's move on for this
Yeah,
is
let's go.
that, but I just wanted to share.
I still have those X-Force books. I dig them. I dig them. It's all right.
Give
Did
him
you guys
props.
notice his shirt?
What was that?
Look at his shirt.
Which
Back
one?
up. Boatwright. Back up your shirt. You got what's his name on your shirt? That's
Bob
freaking awesome.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross and the Porgs.
Oh,
That's all.
Ross on
He
the
made a
floor.
board game for
Man,
him.
on Saturday mornings when I was young, I used to sit and watch his show on TV.
Yeah, man, for sure. On PBS. It used to be on PBS.
Yes.
I'd
Yeah, I
watch
remember watching
and
that.
then I'd watch Bob Ross.
Yeah, dude. The guy was amazing.
He made you smile every
Yeah.
single time.
He was like the Mr. Rogers of the art world, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's based out of Florida too.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Did not
He was,
know that.
he was from Melbourne and stuff, and he's buried in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
You've seen
I did
him.
not know that.
Yeah, we went and visited his grave a couple years ago.
Speaking of Bob Ross,
Because I love Bob Ross. I'm a big fan of his.
Speaking of Bob Ross, if you go to Target, they have a game that has all of his paints in it.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
The game.
I've seen that.
No, it's like a paint game.
Oh, a paint game.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Dictionary.
Yeah, it's crazy because now he's bigger, deceased than he was alive.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Yeah.
great. He deserves it personally.
Yeah, he created this whole little trend for sure.
They have like 1 million pops of him, man. There's a ton of pops.
Yeah.
Oh, they have pops of everything though. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I-
he's
I-
got a few. He's got like a line of pops with the trees, with this, with that. He's got a ton of stuff, man. It's good stuff. I'm glad.
Maybe we should do some Bob Ross themed covers if they have any.
That'd be cool.
Wow.
That's a hard one right there, Javi.
Yeah.
That's a hard category.
Hey, I'm sure you'll find some.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, man. I'm sure they're out there.
Hey, there we go.
There's one.
Hey,
Nice.
Yeah.
that's
There's a
awesome.
picture of him when he's holding a big paintbrush.
Very nice, man.
Very,
Very.
very cool.
Speaking of Bob Ross, there's this website and they have an energy drink that has his face on it. It's like a positivity.
Wow. That's so
drink.
Yeah, it's a positivity energy drink, and it has Bob Ross on the can.
That's
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome, man.
Jim, what was the name? Can I ask you one question? What was the name of the artist you just mentioned about doing the covers that you like?
Todd Knock. I think it's spelled Knach. Knocked.
Okay,
Something
got
like that. He's a Marvel. He does Marvel work. He works for Marvel.
okay.
He's done some really cool stuff, and I really like watching him on YouTube and stuff. And he does live streams with him drawing.
That's what I want. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel then.
Yeah, and he does live streams, and he'll discuss, he'll answer questions. Like people ask what kind of art supplies. He'll tell them I use this, and that, and he's like, this works with this don't. A lot of great pointers and stuff. That's why I like watching him. Plus, he's a pretty cool artist, and I found him on YouTube. I forget the channel name, but they would do mystery art challenges. And this guy who has the channel, he would go to pretty much usually the same artist at different cons. And he had a sketchbook, and he would tell them the character a mystery character that they would draw. And then he would give them a mystery item that they'd have to draw the character with. So he had one like with Ant-Man and a waffle, Deadpool and a cell phone, and Supergirl and a hamburger, and like he'll just.
Is this him? Let me know if this is him. I don't know if you recognize his art style.
Yep, that's him.
Nice. That's
beautiful stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, he's got tons of videos where he just draws like that. He'll sketch them out and color them, and it's to me, I enjoy watching them.
That's awesome.
That kind of gets some.
I'll definitely check that out. I want to see that because I'm interested in that. I like that stuff.
And I really appreciate artists that do that. Like professional comic artists, where they'll take the time and make live videos and answer questions about their supplies and stuff like that. I really appreciate that, and that's one reason we like them and support them.
Bro, that's nice.
One thing Javi's like.
Yeah, man, I love me some Hunters, man. Shout out to Hialeah for AOKing me.
Yep.
Awesome.
Todd Knock. It's a Todd TODD Knock NAUCK.
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote it down. That's why
Great artist.
Slip by it, so I wanted to make sure I get to see that.
Great artist for sure.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, and I wanted to show off this over here, since we're still kind of on this.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Awesome. Yep. Very cool.
Dude, classic.
Deadpool Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll show off some Silver Age, and then I think Hialeah, you already showed off your lot, right?
Yeah, I might have one more book.
Okay, so guys, if you want to save one book for the ending to show off, anything in your collection that you want to showcase, and then we'll kick it off from there. I'll show off these in the meantime. I picked these up over the weekend in a mail call. This is a Silver Age lot. This is a Charlton Comics, Ghostly Tales from the Haunted House, the House of Spiders.
That's cool.
Man, that's amazing.
Cool. I love the face on the little spider.
Yeah. That's my favorite right there, man.
That's the best part of that comic.
The spider on the web, and he has like a man's face. That's creepy.
That's like Eddie Monster, man. Yeah. Eddie Monster on there. I love the purple too. The purple with the yellows pops.
Yes, for sure. A little bit of contrast of colors. I know, super cheesy, super corny, but for the time,
that is super cool.
So cool though.
Yeah, for the time, it was definitely a bit of a shocker.
The horror covers are my favorite. They're probably my all-time favorite because they just, I don't know, they speak volumes.
Yeah,
for sure. And you can you can get that sense of fear for sure. You never would want to be stuck in this situation.
No, I don't think so.
Have you read that book?
No, I would be interested to flip through it though. I've read some horror stuff, Silver Age horror stuff that's kind of interesting, like plant eating monsters or plant eating man monsters.
Yeah. Jeff, you like the girl on that cover?
I like that. I like girls in general, man.
Here we have World's Finest.
Nice.
Oh,
Some Batman and Superman team up action, Silver Age action.
That's cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Javi.
Nerd Out actually has a whole box of that stuff.
I love this. Tougher than a kryptonite bear trap. The invulnerable. I believe this guy's name is just Super Enemy.
I like
Awesome. Awesome stuff.
Yeah. I also have picked up another World's Finest. This is a really funny cover.
Love it.
The cowled crime fighter hangs up his cape when it's exit Batman, enter Nightman. And you have this character Nightman like kind of knocking out, punching Batman, and he's saying, "That's the way the Batman crumbles. I'm retiring this has been once and for all."
It sounds so much like a TV show. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
It's
from
crazy.
now on, you work for me, Robin.
Love it. Love it.
But the best,
Robin gets traded away. Everybody gets a piece of Robin, bro.
no, the best is what Superman says, because Superman over here, I guess he's holding this like plaque of like Batman and Superman, and Superman's like, "Sorry, Robin, by beating Batman, Nightman has won the right to be my new partner. I'll have to redesign this Superman Batman plaque to feature his insignia."
Wow.
Savage.
That's
Threw
cool.
Batman under the bus. Batman.
And show off this horror book over here. I picked this up. I like me some guitar action on the front cover.
Beautiful.
I really like that one. That was cool.
Yeah,
me too.
it's a little bit of like Monkeys-esque, you know, like that style back in the 60s with the acoustic guitar.
The Menace of the Hungry One.
Oh yeah, and he's coming down the stairs and he's looking menacing for sure.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes.
And he's hungry.
Yeah.
We want food.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome.
And yeah, man, just some Silver Age goodness that I've been digging into. I got these all off eBay for a great price.
That's excellent.
That's always good.
They're not, you know, they're readers' copies. They're not in super good condition, but you know, I dig them.
Those really cool.
Yeah,
They present well. That's what matters.
yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
And that you enjoy it. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Definitely building up
Yeah,
my Silver Age collection with some books that I'm digging for sure.
Doesn't all have to be 9/8, guys. It's
Nope.
if it presents well, you're happy with it. That's all that matters, and it's a good price, and you get it at a good price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Something that's fair. You're happy with it. The guy that sells it to you is happy, and hey, everybody's happy.
Yeah, and then you both come out happy, and then you have more books in your collection.
There you go.
Show off.
There you go.
Definitely.
Anybody else got more to show off?
I got a couple.
Yeah, let's do it. Both.
Yeah.
Actually, I already showed the one, but these are two AOKs that were given to me, and I just hadn't had time to put them on YouTube yet. So I guess now's a good time I can do it.
Sure.
Sure.
Jeff AOK'd me the Mr. Miracle #1, which I was looking for at Tampa Comic Con,
Beautiful.
Yep.
Awesome.
I knew that.
and Steve helped.
Yes, he did.
And I was a consultant. I was a consultant.
Yeah. And Hialeah consultant. Yeah.
Got a team effort. And Steve AOK'd me this Captain America 102.
Oh, wow.
Oh man,
Wow.
nice. Yo, 90, thanks for hanging out.
Sweet.
So those are two I've been holding on. I haven't been able to do a video or anything yet, but I guess now's a better time than never.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are awesome, man. I love that Captain America.
Ava wants to show her drawing real quick of her
Oh,
Spider-Man.
definitely.
Nice.
Definitely.
Yes,
Her
the young art.
Spider-Man #1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool. Very cool.
Is that Human
Very
Torch?
cool.
That's Spider-Man #1.
That's Spider-Man #1. Yeah.
Nice.
Detail that even did
Nice.
the money sign.
They're getting there. They'll be the next ones doing the AOK.
Oh, for sure, man.
That's
sure.
awesome.
For sure. Very nice. Good work.
Mhm.
For sure. Keep it up.
Keep it classic.
Yeah, doing a classic right from the beginning. I like that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What about Robert? You want to show off a couple more books before?
I don't know. Let me see. I have the second volume of volume 7 of 1973, but this is just a cool cover.
Oh, I've seen that. That's awesome. That is very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I have some of those 20 centers for sure.
It's a good one. And then going gold, I can show you one more. And this is Adventures into the Unknown. And they had, these are 52 pages by Richard E. Hughes, 1948, issue number 24. Here we go. This is issue 24 by, it was Edward E. Hughes, I think was the artist. Here's some nice gold for you.
Wow. Yo, look at the colors on that, man.
Yep.
It presents really well.
That's a golden age.
Wow.
Look at him, he's grabbing the boat.
Yeah. Look, the size comparison is insane, man.
Ginormous.
Yeah.
These are really great. These books are really fun.
No, it's like what Javi said. The colors are just crazy.
Yep.
Gotta love them swamp monsters too. I love them.
Yeah.
Yo, that is awesome, man. To have that in your collection, that is amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's fun for sure.
I can go on and on and on showing. Go ahead. I'm done.
I hope you saved.
I got a quick question.
Oh, of course.
You sent the Golden Age before the CGC, am I correct?
Nope.
This is your first time?
On the CGC level for the golden slabs, yeah, because I've been really nervous. I'm extremely nervous. I get really like freaky when it comes to my books. That's like, so yeah, I got a box of gloves. You wonder why these, I don't like touching the inside of the book, but I like the raw part.
Yeah.
I have some slabs. I had a lot more slabs than what I have now, so I'm kind of like rebuilding my collection. And the gold, all my gold stuff, I'm really nervous sending that through the mail. So all my buddies have been telling me, just sell or not sell. Submit 5 at a time, smaller orders, and you just over-insure them when you send them, and they're going to one place. The only thing I don't like, that's why I will pay good money for people to press and clean the books. Yeah. I know, and sometimes they'll actually submit the books for you, but I don't like sending it to CGC or any other grading service because their grading, their pressing and their cleaning is shipped out. So your books are going to one station, getting looked at. Okay, then they're getting packed again. Then they're going off to get cleaned and pressed by somebody else. So it's converting more hands. And then it gets shipped back in the box and back to CGC. I don't like all those hands and all those people because then you're grading a gold. I mean, I'll give you an example. Look at this cover.
Damn.
This is a beautiful cover. This is
yeah, he's just pulling out the fingers.
1951. Yeah. This is 1951. Beautiful cover. And the thing is, it's got creasing. The staples are excellent on it, and this is an old glue bound because back then staples were pretty scarce because of the metal and during the war.
Right.
So they didn't use a lot of the stapling back then. But the cover, the inside of this thing is absolutely immaculate. It's like it was done yesterday. I'll have to show you some other time, but I'll put gloves on and actually show you some of the insides of these books. You'd be really shocked.
No, the reason I was asking because I'm interested in knowing what the turnaround time is on like a Golden Age book. It's got to be more.
Well, you would think that, and I've heard a lot of stories, and I've seen a lot of the guys that have done some of the golden books and had them shipped in, and it's the same turnaround time. Okay. It's just, the thing is, it's like when you got books like this, if you don't trust your presser or your cleaner, because they won't touch them. If they think there's something wrong with the book, where like the paper is really brittle, they're not touching them.
Right.
That's what you want. You want somebody to do that.
Yeah, you want somebody trustworthy like that. Yeah.
But if you can get something cleaned up where it can like fix the creasing, flatten the book, just give it a quick press, then boom, that will bump you up a grade. So let's say I don't even know what the value is on this book, to be honest. And it's like, let's say it's a $1,000 book, okay? And when you're talking about cleaning and pressing these books, you're talking for every grade, it could be anywhere from $100 to $1,000 a point. That's a big deal, depending on what it is. And I don't care about the monetary, the value of the book.
Yeah, you're doing it to preserve them.
And if it gets a good grade, all the power to it, But
it's a shame that Steve had to pop out.
yes,
Because I sent my books to CCSS or CCS, and I've never had an issue. But Steve actually had an issue with a book that he sent recently, that he sent it spotless, and it came back with a crease.
yes,
That he told me about, and but I've never had a problem with them. But because you know what, at the same time, I'm nervous about sending it to somebody else, even trusted or what. That's my issue too.
I will give you an example. That one book I showed you of Morbius. Remember I was talking about the ink?
Yeah.
My presser pressed every single one of them, and he screwed up the one book.
Okay.
He did that. I mean, he created a big crease, took the ink off. He doesn't know how he did it. He replaced the book.
Okay.
I had to wait an extra like 3 weeks, but he shipped it back to me just the way it is. That's what I mean about trust when it comes to your presses and cleaners.
I understand that, but how do you replace that 1946 book?
You don't. That's my point. That's why I'm like.
That's why you're so cautious. You're so not hesitant, but you're willing to take those extra steps to make sure that it's properly packaged, properly insured.
Look,
it's not going through those many hands. And exactly.
A quick Chad story. Me and Chad sent some books out last week. I shipped them out, right? And usually, I know they got delivered to CGC, but they take a few days to put it actually in the system. Chad's been blowing my phone up almost every day. Is it in the system? Is it in the system? Dude, relax, because you're making me nervous, man. I've never a few days. Imagine how much books CGC must get. Oh, yeah. They got to put it in the system, right? Yeah. That takes a few days. All I saw was, it got delivered. I had the signature that they had, delivery. So I'm okay. Chad's driving my anxiety up, dude, with... Did it get entered? Did it get entered? Is it in the system? Relax, bro. It's my book too. It's my book too. But anyway.
Don't worry, man. You guys will get it. You guys will get it.
I'll let you guys know when they get entered.
Awesome.
Did you have another book to show?
Well, I guess, we'll be wrapping things up.
I got two books because we were talking on the... Okay, real quick.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Witchy Poo and what was it? Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness.
This week too. It's the first Witch Boy.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know he.
Yeah, I got Witch Boy.
I have two.
This is really nice. It's probably like a 7580. Yeah, he's for a really good price.
More Kirby. What issue is that?
It's number 7. Yeah, number 7.
Oh wow.
Did Kirby do that one?
Yes, he did. It's the first appearance of Witch Boy.
Awesome.
He's the one that has the cat, right?
Yeah. Inside, you talking about?
Yeah.
There's a giant cat.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, what number was that again? Sorry.
Number 7.
Number 7 of
Part about
Demon.
A demon.
Wow.
I have 2 copies, Hialeah, of the original first of that book.
Are you serious?
Yep, 2 of them. Yeah. Yep. Beautiful.
Beautiful colors, man.
Show it off one more time, Hialeah.
Yeah.
What you got going on in your channel, bro?
I'm on with you, Javi. I'm here on Silver Age Sundays. And I'm 90 with you doing the Wednesday show.
On 90 Comics, okay.
And I might do a haul video, but I'm not sure. Next week, guys, I'm not going to be in town. I'm actually going away for a few days, so you're going to have to carry on without me next Sunday, which I'm really bummed about because I really love this every Sunday now. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun hanging with you guys.
This was a
Yeah.
You can do it with the phone
We'll
on the road.
definitely miss you, man. But hopefully we can get Steven here. Maybe his connection will be better with the less people.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully. But the following Sunday, hopefully you'll be back.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Silver
sure.
Age Sunday, keeping the tradition alive. What about you, Jeff, the Canto Comic Kid?
Well, I got Cantonese comic every Wednesday. Episode 29 drops this week at 1 p.m. EST. And then I'm going to be on midnights with Robert, the G-Spot Galvin, for our late night show called Book with a Hook. And then some big news. I got some independent guys coming to my channel for an interview, maybe. I got the first guy to actually he said okay, he's down. I'm waiting on the second guy, Russ Rollins, to actually get back to me and see if I can actually do an interview with them and talk about Jolly Jane. Something me and Robert got in common.
Yep.
We like redheads.
Yep.
Nice.
And brunettes and blondes.
Yes, of
That's
course.
awesome.
All the ladies.
Of course.
No offense.
Of course.
No offense.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Boat, thanks for hanging out with us, man. What you got going on?
Awesome.
Thanks for having me. Well, like I said, I'm still doing the artwork thing, so I'm trying to make time for videos and that. So I got a video probably dropping hopefully within a few days. My John's Comics with Kids 700 contest, and I can almost guarantee once it drops, you guys are gonna love it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool.
It's gonna be good.
Oh yes, we'll definitely be on the lookout for that video for sure. It's gonna be good fun. Yo, Jeff, everybody's been loving your shirt, man. Got a
What
lot
you
of
mean
the Donatello Krang shirt, yeah.
Donatello, yeah. Eating the brain.
And as Jeff mentioned earlier, he's doing the late night show with Robert, the comic book G-Spot himself. What you got going on in your channel, brother?
First, I want to say thank you for having me. This was a wonderful experience, and thank you so much, you guys. All of you guys on the panel, awesome.
Mhm.
It's so nice to see it just live. So every Saturday, everybody out there, Saturday midnight, Robert the Comic Book G-Spot, and we're calling it the Late Shift Show, and it's comic book with a hook. Be there, have some fun, have some laughs. We'll show new books, old books, whatever you like. Always make a comment. It's great. Thank you so much, you guys. Much love.
Thanks for coming with us, Robert. It was a joy, man. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, man. It was awesome. And yo, that intro that you did, I know you spent a lot of time on it. It is awesome.
Yeah.
It is great, dude. I love that intro, man.
And the only thing is, me and Jeff, we did our show last night, right? And
No, the ending.
even the beginning
Yeah.
froze frame, and you hear the music, and the music is like echoing really bad. And I got all the guys making all funny faces and stuff, and I don't see that part at the very end of the show. And it's some whole minute of Bueller and them going like this.
I gotta watch that. I haven't caught the replay yet. I gotta watch
I
that.
got it at late night too.
Yeah. For sure. All right, guys, we'll show off our one last book here. I'll say the goodbyes as everybody scours for their book. Thank you, everybody in the Conquistadork comic book chat for hanging out. Bake the Snake. We had Life with Two Ubers in here. Taylor for hanging out. Chad, 90MF Comics. Thomas Wayne. Stay Puff was in here. Rod the Rican was in here as well, aggressively relaxing. We also had Boatwright and Hialeah holding it down in the chat. Thank you, everybody in the mightiest panel of them all for hanging out. Hialeah Comic Bro, we'll miss you next week, but we'll have you back on the following Sunday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Those Submariner books are on fire.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
I got one more coming.
I'm glad you're picking those up in your collection, man. Jeff, awesome Vampirella segment. Great
Yep.
stuff, man. I wanted to show off more pictures, but you know how it can get. I didn't want to go a little bit too overboard, but
You're
great
good.
stuff. We'll have a little bit of Jeff's education corner in the future, in the next episodes. Boatwright, keep up the great work.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for coming by, Bo.
Great for having you, man. And Robert, Comic Book G Spot, thank you so much, man. Hopefully those CGC books that you send out are going to be money and you get the grades that you want. And we'll show off our last book and call it an afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Thank you, Javi, for everything, man. Awesome show.
Jeff's got this oversized like art.
Yeah, something Bo would like. It's an art book.
And look at that. He just shows it in his face.
Show off.
Yeah.
You're talking about me?
Closest thing to Golden Age.
There
Look
you go.
at
There you go. There you go. Some suppy love.
Some
Some
Submariner
Submariner
action for sure. What issue is that?
Dr. Doom.
That is 48.
Dr.
Very
Doom
nice.
on there. Awesome.
This from an A-OK.
that's beautiful.
Awesome.
Amazing cover.
Gold,
Or not.
Some more. What is that? Silver Age or Golden Age?
Golden Age.
Some more Golden Age horror.
That's special. That's a bondage, 2 chicks. Straight up, that's special.
A 4.0 Submariner #1.
I'm
Beautiful.
actually very disappointed. I thought it was going to grade up higher when I sent it. But I still got it.
This guy, you still got it. You still got it.
I still love it. I still love it.
Oh, I love that.
Yo, Jeff, that thing's bigger than you, man.
I know. I know. But it's
That's
something
a
Bo would
nice
like
ride.
too. It's an artist edition, so something that Bo would like. It
can-
shows you how the art was done and everything. So
Oh, cool.
It can barely fit on the camera. No, it's nothing.
You got a
it can
bag.
barely fit.
That's awesome, man. I got this Hercules right here.
I love
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Very cool, Holly. Showed that the other night. It was a beautiful book.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Peace, everybody.
Thank you for hanging out with the Conquistadorks. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
See you guys.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.